Hobby hack number 4. Listen. Listening is not an easy task. Quiet people are often being mistaken as good listeners. You can be an introvert or a quiet person, but you will be very horrible at listening, and the other way around. You can be a good listener because you're an introvert. That is good, but we have so many quiet people who are not good listeners as well. You can be thinking of so many things in your head while someone is talking. They would just recognize that you've been there listening. But today I'm here to talk to us about hearing and listening. Hearing and listening might be neighbors, but they are not the same. A good amount of paying attention is needed when you're listening, but that is not enough. You need to stop and comprehend. You need to understand what the person is saying. Most of us understand from our own point of view. I call it personal comprehension. You have failed if you understand it from your point of view. You need to understand it from your husband's point of view, since we are talking about our own husbands today. When your husband is speaking, you need to ask questions for clarification. That's called the follow-up questions. It doesn't make you look sarcastic. Let your husband know that you are asking these questions for better clarification and better understanding. And when your husband knows that your intention is for you to understand him, he begins to appreciate the fact that you honor what he is saying. You respect the fact he is speaking. You maintain eye contact. I know some cultures do not agree with that, maintaining eye contact, but when you're listening, you need to look at the person. Let them know that you respect them and what they are saying is very valid. Ask questions where you need better understanding. Your husband would begin to trust you. He would begin to be comfortable when he's speaking, and he will be honest whenever he's expressing himself to you, because he knows you're genuinely listening and you truly want to take in what he's saying, not judge him or not rush into responding, or you have all of the answers already. If you are responding based on just trying to win an argument or a debate, it always weakens the sender, which is your husband. He might not, you know what, if we're going to end up arguing or end up just getting responses, there's no need for me to air out my concerns or say what I want to say. But when we tend to listen and know that we truly want to understand what they're saying, they end up expressing themselves more in depth to us. And when your husband confides in you, you become buddies. And when you become buddies, you become intimate. That is the level you want to achieve or attain with your spouse. And that can only be attained when trust has been established. And how would trust be established? Only when you open up and let them know that you are listening. Funny enough, listening skills should be taught in marriage counseling 101. But trust me when I say many of us did not learn that. But today I'm here to tell you this is a very powerful skill that you need to acquire right now. You don't even know the magic it does. And when you begin to understand yourselves, when you begin to communicate and there's good listening and there's good comprehension, your relationship will grow into another level of confidence, another level of intimacy, another level of closeness, that your husband will be in a hurry to talk to you because he knows you're listening. He knows you pay attention. He would not be reluctant to share his new gist, new information, and every other thing with you. He knows that you're his buddy. Can you reach that level of being buddies with your spouse? That is the target. Here is a quick tip. When your husband tends to open up and begin to share things with you much more often, learn to sometimes just turn around and say, "Thank you so much for allowing me listen to you." It warms their heart. It makes them feel much more closer to you, and they would always want to do that again and again. And now you know you are growing into better and better people together. Now, why is this a hobby hack? When you are able to listen to your spouse, when you are able to listen to your husband, he knows you respect him. He knows you love him. He would always want you to be the first person to know what whatever he has in his heart. He would be in a rush to always tell you stuff. You would have no room for other things hidden because he knows you listen to him. And do I need to say that is a hack already? Getting into your husband's heart to know what he's thinking about. That is a complete hack on its own. We want to have a relationship that works. And I know that when we put in our effort of love, in no time it will be muscle memory. Keep doing what you know how to do best to make your marriage work, just as it was intended to be in Christ Jesus. If this video was helpful to you, please give us a thumbs up and we'll be very thankful you did. Don't forget to share, send this to any of your friends that you know it will help. This is our hubby hack for today. I speak life into your relationship.
It's Tia and Tia.